Okay, looks like I'm live. So I am going to go over to YouTube so I can see things the way you guys see things, which is, always how I do it. So it'll take me a minute to get over there because, computer is slow as ever. Probably going to need to turn off the volume. Yes. All right, here we go. And it's just me. Okay. So, Carla, hello, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Thought I would just come on for a few minutes and show you my favorite thing that's going to be in the kit. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Darla. Christy, how are ya? Hope you ladies are having a wonderful Sunday. Blessed be to you, Carla. It's great to see you today, or every day, really. Hi, Sabrina and son. Louise, hello. How are you, lovely lady? Let's see. So, I'm going to wait a couple more minutes just to see if anybody else is coming in because I'm very excited about this item. This is my favorite item in the coffee kit, which we're calling the Caffeinated Edition. Lisa, hey, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Shenanigans, yay! Shenanigans is good. I had to clean my glasses off, though. I can see you, but I can't see you. It's smudgy. All right. Oh, now I can see you and you're not smudgy. That's awesome. So how's everyone having their weekend? Well, how is everyone's weekend? Mary, hey, how are you? So this is just a quick sneaky peek of what's going on with the kit. I've still got stuff coming out of the die, but I'll have things to show you tomorrow. Did we have good weekends? Okay weekends? Did we run some errands? What were you guys up to this weekend? Witchy, hey, how are you? Good to see you. I hope everything is going well in your neck of the woods. Welcome, welcome. You're making journals, yay. Are you making them just to make them, or are you making them for your shop, or what you doing with them journals? You're not as blind as a bat, yay. But if you were blind as a bat, you might have, echolocation. That might be cool. It's going okay. Look at my hands. That should tell you everything you need to know about how my time's going. It's coffee dyed blue stuff. I have made so much coffee dyed paper, it's disgusting. And I still have more to go. Francis, hello, Francis. How are you? I will be on tomorrow at 6 o'clock as usual for the actual sale. I just got so excited about this one item, ocean blue, but it's tinted with coffee. There's like a mixture of things happening right there. And so things are good in Texas. We get to see you so seldomly. I feel it's awesome that you're here tonight. I miss getting to chat with you. It's hot here too, but it's different kinds of hot. Texas is its own thing, just like the desert is. I caught some of Kara's sale. She had some awesome things going on yesterday. Unfortunately, my bank account says no buying things, but she did have some really lovely things yesterday. You're sneaking on. Okay, I'll try and talk quietly, but you know me, I'm not good at quiet. You did some beet juice dyed paper. Oh, I love beet juice dyed paper. It's such a wonderful pinky purpley thing. It is fun to do. I saw Christy's soaps. I hope to get me some of those eventually. She does the most amazing things. I don't know how she does it all. Oh, they had some lovely things, didn't they, Laura? Oh my gosh. There were some beautiful things in that auction. I only caught the very end of it, like maybe the last hour or so. Maybe an hour and a half, I'm not sure. And I was kind of watching in between running out back and forth to the garage because, you know, I'm in the throes of the end of the coffee batch, and that just requires a lot of moving. Well, some days you got to do jack diddly, right? Because otherwise you'll go bananas. You got to have some days off. Tea light mishap. Well, we all have our moments. You got to have days off, guys. You got to get some rest. But yeah, I saw you in there. I didn't do any chatting because I knew I didn't have any monies to spend. But boy, were some of those things amazing. I'll have to watch more often. The new tea light votive had you excited, right? She's doing great things. All right, so is everybody? There's about 11 of you in here, and we've been on for 6 minutes. I think we'll hold off till about the 10-minute mark, and then I'll whip out with my special thing. I probably shouldn't have said that. Here, in the meantime, so you have something, we'll put some black paper up here. I'm in the middle of ironing the last of the black paper so I can get it in the shop. It is a huge stack. And frighteningly enough, there's still more. But all the batches are done. I'm ironing the last of it. Check out that chunker. JD, hi. How are you today? I saw that there were some amazing donations coming out. Well, you know, if it's not dirty, it's not us. I am doing my happy thing, and I'm doing lots of it. I really, you know, it's just where my heart's at. I love to dye the paper. Yes, Louise in Canada has joined us today. Oh my gosh, so many lovely ladies in here. But yeah, so this is the black paper. The last of it's coming out. There's a lot of effects, and I've got a mix of darker papers and lighter papers. It's a pretty solid batch. And there's lots of it. But some of the sheets are being saved for the upcoming fall kits. So not all of this is going to be for sale. About 200 sheets of it are getting set aside for our lovely, lovely kits. It's good to see you, Louise, even if you can only stay a few minutes. It's great to see you and get to chat with you a bit. I know. Frances loves all the dark stuff. It came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. There are some pretty amazing effects in here. And then, you know, some of it's just its plain old boring self, but it's all wonderful. A few of the pages have some pink undertones, but for the most part, it's a pretty solid gray-black, leaning towards the darker. Whoops. Craft Lanch over the mini Craft Lanch. Ooh, are you going to share pictures? Woo, there it went. Got away from me and just like, woo, right out of my hand. Ah, that's one of my favorite songs. Well, we try to give you an earworm. Usually it's Elle's doing the earworm, but this time she is not the guilty party. All right, so we're at the 9-minute mark, and we've got 17 people. Hello to everybody who's here. Whether you're participating or lurking, we love to have all of you in. Oh, bummer, but I bet it was gorgeous. Honey, you do the greatest work. You ladies are also amazing and talented. It's disgusting, but amazing. Okay, are you ready? I'm not even going to be able to get it all on the screen, so you're going to have to bear with me. And this is courtesy of the Happy Mails that Rose sent me. She sent me 2 of the most amazing Happy Mails, one of which I still have to do a video for. I suck at doing videos for Happy Mails. But and I also got a Happy Mail from Esther, that pocket letter that we did. All right, so here it is. Either way, girls, you can be there or you can bear with me. All right, let me move the frog back. The frog is in the way. Okay. I got to figure out something to do with that paper up there. Okay. So this is courtesy of Rose. She sent me 2 packages with these ledger papers, and they are thick and delicious, and I have coffee dyed them. Let me get some measurements on this. Well, don't get too excited. There's only 1 sheet. I only had a very limited amount. So there's only going to be 1 sheet in each kit, and that will leave me a few to play with. But oh my gosh, I just had to share all this yumminess with you guys. So these are just shy of 18 inches long, and it's just shy of it, just a little over 11 1/4. So these are big boys or girls. So I thought I'd show you some of these. And these have a little bit of cross-contamination. A few sheets do, like right here. But I'm letting that slide because it's just too yummy to let pass up. So they're kind of the same on the front and the back. And they're from Leon County in Texas. So she said she had a few of them. And she sent me 2 different batches. And I dyed them both. These are in the mid-month mini paper pack. I'm not sure where else is, to be honest with you. I think she's filming a video maybe, but whatever she's doing, it's necessary, right? So, these are going to be in the mid-month, mini paper pack, which is the Caffeinated Edition. This is a coffee dyed paperback for people who have been wanting to see some coffee dyed paper, coming into the kits. So I'll flip through a few of these. I totaled it, and there are approximately there. I always seem to be a little bit off, but the coffee dyed paper pack's gonna have between 47 and 51 items, depending on how I'm bringing the last of it out of the dye batch. Yeah, but a lot of times she's doing several things at once, so she may right now be filming a video or eating dinner. I didn't check, to be honest with you. So these will be tomorrow's paper pack. There's, of course, going to be 10 coffee dyed sheets, and I don't want to give away too much because I want to unveil it tomorrow, but these came out so good, and they ironed up so well. So I'll start showing off some of these. And they have, they're thick, but they do that. And because I had to fold them to dye them, I don't have a pan this big. You do get a line, but, it adds to the character. You could break this up into 2 separate sheets and use it in a journal. I think there are a lot of possibilities with this this giant. Hi, Abril. How are you? And then you actually got a notification. Unheard of, lady. Unheard of. Usually nobody gets notifications. So we'll just take a spin through some of these so you can see the different effects. And this one's got some, I think this was near the top because that's what usually gets that kind of effect. She is such a nice lady. And she does incredible things with lace and paper. Oh my gosh. She is so talented. I am blown away consistently by the talent of you guys. See, there's still, I gotta, even though I ironed it, some of the schmutz is still a little bit on there because they're so big. But we did get some nice grungy, not too grungy, you know, not obscuring anything, but it is a little grungy. You need a cement mixing pan. Really? What are they made out of? Oh my gosh, the most horrible thing happened last night. My dye pan sprung a leak. My aluminum pan. Luckily, I had bought another one because I totaled one with all the dark dyes, and it was never going to be able to use for anything but dark dyes. Screw autocorrect. Oh, I'm so glad you got it, Janie. Yay! It does make you say, they are made out of heavy-duty plastic. Okay. I'll have to look into that, and that's not a bad price. My aluminum dye pans cost about $11. And I had just got a new one, so that was very lucky. Look at all that grungy loveliness over there. So I had bought in a new one because I'm going to be doing some lighter colors. The mint and the peach, and there's no way I could put them in that pan. But as I was dyeing last night, I noticed the towel was kind of wet. And when I started pulling things up, because it was the last of the black batch, they are black plastic. I buy giant aluminum. It's like a 13 by 18 cake pan. And I have 2 of those. I had 3 for a brief and shining moment, but now I have 2. So at the end of the batch, I pulled up the pan and I put it in the slop sink out there to wash it out. And when I came back a little while later, as I was dyeing last night, you know what I mean. I can never dye fast enough for you guys, which is not a bad thing. I went and there was no water left in it, so I had to throw it out today. We got some, it's darker over here and lighter over here. It's got some nice modeling on there. And there is a watermark on this paper. I don't know. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but there is a watermark on this. Let's see if I can see what it says. Nope, that's even worse. Let's see. It says Byron Weston Company Linen Record 2007. So these aren't actually that old, but it is such a lovely, it's a super thick paper. So yeah, so I managed to kill an actual aluminum baking pan. And then for the, sounds kind of morbid. For the coffee and tea, I do use a big aluminum roasting pan, the disposable ones, because I can't find anything that I can buy for a reasonable price that holds 400 sheets of paper. So I do buy those, but and I only have one right now. But every time else goes to the dollar store lately, I have managed to miss it. And so I have the one, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed nothing happens, because occasionally they'd spring a leak. And that's not a good thing, because it's, 400 sheets of paper and it holds quite a bit of liquid. So when those spring a leak, it's kind of a big deal. Hello, Happy Ray. How are you? So I use a combination of pans based on how much paper I need to have in a batch. Otherwise, I would never have enough paper, really. How are you doing, Ray? I hope you're doing good. So just showing off. This is the one item I'm going to show you. I mean, obviously, there's going to be plain paper and stuff in there. There always is. But I am showing off my favorite thing that is in this kit. And this was courtesy of Miss Rose. It was in a Happy Mail. Ooh, Ray is super happy today. And There's nothing wrong with using cheap dye pans. Just be careful about how hot the water is you put in them, because you can actually melt a hole through them. I have done it. I am here to attest. Got some nice modeling over here, a little bit of occlusions. And this paper is so big I can't even get it all on the screen. I'm sorry. I'm trying. We had Miss Lily yesterday, well, overnight on Friday into Saturday, because it was Miss Shaylee's birthday and also Elsa's daughter's birthday. So they went out to the park for that. And Lily stayed with us so she could go to the party. Got some nice effects up here. Now, so you could fold this and use it in a really big journal, or you could cut it in half and use it, you know, as 2 different pages. You could do all kinds of foldy things with pockets on here. But it is a gigantic. So there will be one of these, because I don't have enough to put any more than that in each. I don't even have enough to put 2. I have enough to put 1 and have a little bit left over for me. I know, right? Well, we had her for, and she was so sweet. She had to come and see me. She can't, the elves brought her and she knocked on, because she said, Lily asked twice, where's Ami? Where is Ami? Hey, hi, Tori. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great end of your weekend here. So there are some at the bottom that are a little more grungier than the rest. I don't boil my paper. I don't boil it. I use just really hot water, as hot as my fingers can stand. Boiling is usually for eco dyeing, when you've got all the material, all the plant material in between the papers. You're shuffling. Uh-oh. Happy Ray, you bought doubles. She did have a great selection at that sale, for sure. I bought 12 of them, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I got any duplicates, but, you know, I didn't get everything I wanted, which is always the case. So, a little bit darker up here on this one. And it's always going to, on the, where the fold was, it's kind of going to be a little bit darker on every one. There's a little dark patch on this one. I like Dr. Seuss books, but I don't like the covers as much as I like the covers on the little golden books. But I like the colors and stuff in the Dr. Seuss books. I think they're awesome. Plus, I'm just partial to the weirdness of Dr. Seuss. I think the little golden books, see, this one is really dark on the seam. And none of that's going to rub off. It's just what it is. Here we're starting to get into the darker effects. So I'll put the lighter ones in most of the kits, and I'll keep the darker, the ones with the darker effects for me. But this is the one that's got the most stuff going on it. Only one turned out like this. I had quite a few little golden books, but I had some Dr. Seuss too. And honestly, I read a lot of little golden books myself. But Dr. Seuss was read to me, and so I have a special place for both of them in my heart. Thing 1 and thing 2. Oh, the Lorax is awesome. So look at that. That is no coming back from that. This one turned out super dark. It's the only one. Plus, I got one of these kind of effects on it here. So that one was the darkest one. And it's showing up a little bit lighter due to the lighting than I would like, but there's not really a lot I can do about that. And I've got a shadow. I have to work on that for tomorrow. Maybe if I point it that way a little bit. Trying to make it work. There's a cord hanging up here that's leaving a shadow. See if I can tuck it under the lamp. I don't know. Oh, it's actually the bar for the. Oh, I'm glad she's getting better, Witchy. That is awesome. So it is a little bit darker than it's showing on the computer. Hi, Deidre. How are you? So there you go. That's showing a little more true to color like that. So they're and they were white to begin with. They were stark white, and they are not anymore. So you get some idea of the effects that are on there. Right, JD? The first few times I read it, I'm like, I don't think that means what I think it means. Wow, I can't believe 19 of you came in here to look at one single sheet of paper. So yeah, a lot of them have this darker line at the fold. And the fold actually came out at the top, closer to the top on some of the pages, just based on how they laid it in the. Yeah, they do. Dr. Seuss has many reprints, and a lot of the newer ones have kind of shiny paper. And I like the older ones that have the matte paper. For a while, I didn't either. I'm like, I just don't get it. Somebody had to tell me. That's how dorky I am. Okay, so this one has a little bit of cross-contamination right here and right here. Just a little bit of the, can't tell if it's black or blue. But yeah, this one's got a little bit of cross-contamination on it. And Laura's going to keep an eye out for those for you. Again, it's a little, it's not showing up quite the way I'd like it to on the page, but, and this one's got some splatter on it where there were some dribbles. Way back in the beginning, I didn't know what a rack was either. I think we all come into this and we're like, oh, and then you you put it out there casually, like everybody knows what it means, and you forget that, you know, not everybody does. Usually people are nice, though, if you don't know what something means, and they'll tell you. But it is kind of a panicky moment where, like, I don't know what they're talking about, and I can't contribute. Ephemera. Well, people call so many different things ephemera, you know. So that leads to some confusion in and of itself. Oh, here's another nice dark one on the. I really got to figure out a better setup for this. Laura, you and autocorrect are not getting along well tonight. That's for sure. He's just telling it what for. Okay, we're almost to the end of the stack. You guys are probably tired of looking at the paper. But I wanted to come on and, give you a little sneaky peek. It'll be the ledger paper of whoever buys the kits tomorrow. I'm keeping a little bit of it for myself because there'll be a little bit left over. But there'll be one of these in every kit. It is junk. Yeah, that's true. But somebody kept it and we all want to hoard it and we'll pay each other tons of money for it. I think some of that comes out of the Great Depression, a want to keep it because you might be able to use it for something someday, not wanting to waste things. I think that's at least part of it. Right? Sometimes you got to give it what for, it just won't do the right thing. So I think some of it is that, and the rest of it is just it probably got put into storerooms or attics, basements, and just sat there until people forgot about it. People didn't move around as much as they do now. You don't find that quite as much anymore unless people are living on in a family farm or in the family home that's been around for generations. So you don't usually see that kind of hoard of stuff. And then as people are passing away, we're starting to see more and more of it, come out at estate sales and stuff like that. So I know, right? Things that we don't think are valuable right now, but 50 or 60 years from now, people are going to be like, why did they keep all this stuff? And they'll want our bank statements and then there won't be any bank statements after a while. So it will become kind of a nostalgic thing because everything is digital now. It's rare for people to get, I know some people still get them, but a lot of people have gone digital with that. Yeah, that's kind of, hi, Kat, how are you? I know, right? In retrospect, because now that stuff's kind of cool to craft with. So this one came out kind of interesting. It's got some good fun effects on there. All right, so these are, I'm going to put in a reminder, these are for the mid-month mini paper pack, which is the Caffeinated Edition, which is coming out tomorrow for the pre-sale. I'm still ironing some of the items, so these will be mailed out Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in batches. And I'm ironing as fast as I can, so it may be just Tuesday and Wednesday, but I want to give you a little advanced warning. Some of the stuff is still just coming out of the dye vat, and some of it is being ironed. So these will be mailed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, more than likely. Got some nice effects right here, a little bit over there. So there will be one of these in every kit, and this is the lastest one. I know, right? An old country store with the paper receipts and all of that. Oh. Me, save the Etsy fee. Oh, these are pre-sale tomorrow on the channel. I'll be on at 6 o'clock tomorrow. And I'll have a number of kits available, and I'll be able to show you everything that's in the kit. Packed up, and then we'll go through it item by item. But I was so happy with how these came out that I just wanted to share it with everybody. And it's a bit of a teaser. I'll admit it. I'm teasing you guys with my papers. Look at that lovely, lovely stack of, and these are courtesy of Miss Rose. Right, Mary? I threw away some things from my grandparents that I didn't know, at the time I wasn't this kind of crafter. For the mid-month mini paper pack, it is all coffee dyed paper. There's some plain paper, and I don't really want to give away too much of what's in the kit. There are some other book pages. There's some of the regular ephemera. I'll tell you what won't be in this kit is there won't be any tags. I have a plan coming up to offer some coffee and tea dye tags, but this particular kit will not have any tags in it. For a bell. Wow. Oh, wow, JD. That's amazing that he had them all, but it's shitty that they tried to screw him out of his pension. What a bunch of jerk faces. No tags. I don't know about big tags. I'm going to hand cut them. So we will see how big of a tags we have dies for. That's my project for later this week, so that I can have them done in time for the regular color of the month paper pack, which will be out on the 29th. I got rid of all my pay stubs, and I could just totally kick myself, honestly, because I had some from several companies, and some of them were pretty cool. I'll see what I can find for a future kit, Ray. Let me write that down in my notebook of, I keep a list of things people tell me they want in kits, and I do try to bring in things that people want. The only way I can do it is if you tell me you want it. So, how big, Ray? How big of tags do you think you might want? Large, really big. And coffee or tea dyed, or oh my gosh, very first. Oh, and that's when they were probably really cool too. Yeah, I hope he got what he earned for his pension. Actually, there's going to be some dyed muslin ribbon in this kit. 8.5 by 11. You want tags 8.5 by 11, which you are too funny. Okay, but you mean like bigger than the 4.5 by 2.25 that I currently carry? Something like maybe an 8-inch tag in that kind of vicinity. I had some in the last kit. I had purple muslin, and I think I still have some somewhere, but I don't know what I did with it now. I put all the extras somewhere. I'll hold the phone. I got it right here. So I had 2 left over. Here's the muslin from the last one. And I do have some coffee dyed muslin over there, but I can't show it to you because it's not ironed. Good that he got his pension. I don't see why not. I wouldn't necessarily use anything that has your social security number on it, but a lot of those things, if they're old, well, it's sad that he had to fight for something that he deserved. So this is the, and let me turn the light a little bit because now it's showing up too dark. So there were 2 kind of shades. There was, some that came out a little bit lighter, but most of it came out like this. And then I have some coffee dyed ones for this kit. So now you know another item. I've given away another item. But if you're looking for something more than ribbon, I can add it to my list. Just let me know like what size of muslin you'd like to see, and if you'd like it to be bleached or unbleached, if you'd like it to be in a color, or if you're more interested in seeing it coffee or tea dyed. I'm happy to work for things for future kits. I just need to know what you guys are interested in having in kits, That is next month's color. I think I showed a sneaky peek of it. So I'm not going to show you the paper because it's all buried. It's being pressed. He's 93. Oh my goodness. Yes, I am. I'm slowly, Ray, I hate to tell you, it's my deep, dark secret. I'm slowly turning into a Smurf. So this is the color of the month for the upcoming kit. This is the ocean blue, and this is the middle part was not white. It was kind of an off-white color, and the surround was gray. So this is probably a little bit darker than the actual paper. You love being surprised. All colors? Okay. But Lisa, are you looking for like ribbon, or are you looking for larger? Fat quarter size would be cool and different. Okay. That's something I can definitely do. So these came out. This was actually a gift from Els for me to put in the kit. And I dyed it up thinking it was for her. And I was like, man, that was a cool idea. And then she's like, yeah, that's for you. And it came out with some, the color is good. There's some fun effects on it. And that is just not showing up at all. Boy, let me try something. Because it's coming out way lighter than it should. It's a little bit darker than what it's showing. Oh. See if that helps. Maybe that'll help. Oh, it's definitely this light. I'm going to go blind. Let me try turning this off and see if that helps. All right, that's a little better. It was a scavenger find. Yeah, that's awesome, JD. You dye the envelopes. I had some in the purple kit, like this. I'm out of these envelopes at the moment, and I haven't really gotten any feedback on how people liked these. So I did have some in the purple kit, and I actually have quite a few of these left, so they'll be going in the shop. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It is a security window envelope. It had the no licky self-sticky thing. So those were in the purple kit. Yeah, they must have made millions and millions off of him. You liked your envelopes? I like to get feedback so that, look at the effects on this. Let me see if I can get it a little closer to the camera. And the color is still showing a little bit lighter. It's a little darker than that. So this will be one of the items. And the paper didn't get quite the effects that this did, but for some reason, this stuff came out with a lot of effects. Yeah, all that. They made tons of money off him, and they didn't want to give him his retirement benefits. What a shitty thing to do. Yes, it's for a day planner. It's a, what did the thing say? Hold on, I got to refer to my list. Hold the phone. Oh, I could also write down muslin. Hold on. Ugh. Thank God my brain is attached, right? Let's see. What did I write down? Oh, that's the wrong side. These are day planner list inserts. You're hoarding your pack from last month. There was a lot of stuff in there, Mary. You should use it. Paper is meant to be used and played with and cut up and smooshed and Ray, you're hoarding all your packs. So this will be something that's in the kits on the 29th. Tomorrow's is just coffee dyed paper. There'll be a total of 47 to 51 items, depending on how all the, not everything always comes out the way I want it to. So I try to be conservative with the numbers. Sometimes things don't come out of the die right. In the aquamarine kit, there will be some muslin ribbon, and there will be some coffee dyed ribbon for this kit. It's a very light coffee dye without much effects, but it's a lovely color. You'll come up with a good reason to use it. But I thought those would, they could be used in a small journal as a smaller sized page. It could be a flip or a flip, a tip in, a flippy thing. You could use it as a pocket. And you could back it with something maybe. I think there's a lot of different kind of things you could do with it. You could cut it up and use it as tabs maybe. It sounds like it's going to, oh my gosh. So, but yeah, so it's ocean blue for the 29th. Oh, there you go. For a small journal, you could definitely fold it around both pockets. Coming up, I'm going to start reserving one kit for me. You didn't share it with your kid. You're not bad. Sometimes you got to have good things just for you. You tried using, oh, come on. There's always coffee. I have tons of coffee dyed paper all the time. Well, most of the time. I won't say all the time. So, yeah. So, there are a lot of those window envelopes. And then it'll be about this size for both kits. And then I'll look into, let me make a note about the, in the back of my book about fat quarters. And that was, let me look at the names. Who said that to me? Let me roll up and look at your names. If I see the name, I'm going to remember who said it. Lisa said that about the, so Lisa J. Fat quarters in colors. I haven't done any lace yet because I haven't found a source that I can afford in the quantities I need where I could give you enough to actually use. Because, most of the time you want to give at least a half a yard in a kit or a bunch of little pieces so that you have to make, it is fun to do stuff with it. But I haven't found a reliable supplier for the quantities I need at a price I can afford just yet. But I am looking into it, into being able to dye some lace up. Because I have done some in small quantities. I think I sent some to Christy, a test batch I did. I sent her some out of that. So I have done some. I just don't have it in the quantities to do in the kits just yet. But let me write that down. Mary. I like to credit who gives me ideas. Lace. And are you looking at it for color dyed or for tea dyed? Because I mostly think of lace as tea coffee dyed. You like wide lace? The wide flat kind? Okay. Well, I don't just want to buy like the cheapest kind because that's not necessarily gonna dye up well. So I have to be careful about what I get. Ray, if you want to send me book pages, I am more than happy to have them. I so want to show you some of the pages that I'm going to use, but I want to wait till tomorrow because if I show you it all now, I like to color you like to color it. I'm thinking around the fall, hopefully. I don't know. It's just, a lot of what I can buy in for the kits is going to depend on how these kits sell. I've done fairly good with the last couple of batches. You guys have bought me almost completely out. But I know some colors won't be as popular. So I can't count on selling, 30 kits every time. And before the last month, I'd only been doing 10 kits. So that affects how much money I have to buy in things. I know I've had that experience, or where just the stitching in the lace takes the color, but not the lace itself, which is a little weird. It's cool, but weird. The mini kit's going to be $12.50, and it's going to have 47 to 51 items, depending on how the things come out. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. And then at current count, I haven't worked out 100% fully what's going in the aquamarine kit. But it's looking to be between 80 and 85 items at the moment, and that one will be $18.50. So the mini kit's going to be $12.50. But I am constantly on the look for not just conventure things, but things I can buy in bulk that I think you will enjoy. I try not to make too many of the kits the same. Try not to offer, you know, obviously a few things are going to be like every time. There's always going to be some kind of doily if I can manage it. There's always going to be plain paper, and there's always going to be either lined paper or graph paper depending on what I have. Some things are going to be standard, but in the middle section where you get, like last time you had the paper placemat and some of the stuff like that, I try to change that up. You'll see some things like 2 or 3 kits, some variation of that. Some kits have envelopes, some don't. And a lot of it depends on feedback. I like to hear what you guys like in the kit, what you don't like, what you had trouble using. You know, I'm welcome to all your feedback all the time. I love to hear it, and it helps me refine the kits and to put things in them that you actually want to use. Sure, Lisa, I can, let me go ahead and make a page. I don't want to show what's on the list because I don't want to, I like some of it to be a mystery before the kit comes out, you know? So, mid-month mini paper pack. And this is for 6/15/2020. The Caffeinated Edition. I could be spelling this totally wrong. There's no spell check on my pen. All right. So Lisa, just so you know, I don't know if you were in the very, Francis, you also. Oh, I need to leave more space than that. Because me and my notes. Okay. What was I saying? Oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Ooh, oh, you have a writing class? That's exciting. Are you doing some fiction writing, or what kind of class is it? Tell me. I gotta know, Francis. Because I like to pretend I'm a novelist every November when they do NaNoWriMo. Yay, Francis, that's exciting. I'm so happy for you. Yay. Yes, I pretend I'm a novelist every November. I start a book and I don't finish it, but it's fun. And I enjoy doing it. Nobody ever reads that shit because it's awful. Oh, dear. Drama abounds some days. We try not to have it here too much. Just me having mental breakdowns about my paper. I totally lost my train of thought. I was saying something. We have books. Oh, that's nice. Francis, you are a woman of many faces. You have many, many talents. I like it. It's the quarantine. I'm blaming everything on the quarantine at this point, whether it's legit or not. So yeah, don't, I wish I had a way that you could anonymously give me feedback, because I think some people don't want to hurt my feelings. But even if you hurt my feelings, it will improve the kit. So I do. That's it. Thank you, Francis. Spill the tea. So, you know, don't worry about hurting my feelings. You might in the short term, because my feelings are easily hurt, but I'd rather have your honesty. We're not having the sale tonight, Tina. I was just showing off these ledger papers, and I'm going to get back to the point of having some surprise in my kits. So these were from Rose. These were in a Happy Mail, and she sent, and I was going to use them all for myself. I honestly had, when I coffee dyed these, I had no intention of sharing them with you. But then I saw them coffee dyed, and I touched them, and I ironed them, and I have petted all these papers, just so you know. These come pre-molested. But this is the darkest one, which I'm keeping. Nobody heavy. They're all, you know, there's going to be one of these in every kit, and it's like 18 by about 11 1/4-ish. Donna, ooh, you missed the kit. Oh, I only showed this one piece of paper, honey. I'm not selling the kit right now. Welcome, Donna, and welcome, Tina, also. I just came on because I got these and I ironed them, and they've been out of the dye batch for a couple days, and I like went and shoved them in Elsa's face because this is the first batch that I used the vanilla on that Kat turned me on to. So this has the clear vanilla in it, and I'm hoping that you guys will like that. The purple kit is fabulous. If somebody didn't get one, I still have 4 left. So that's entirely up to you. I technically have 5, but one is coming back in the mail because it got misdelivered. So there's going to be one of these giant ledger papers in every kit along with everything else. It does. It smells. The garage even smells good when I walk out there. Normally, it just smells like weird coffee, like a musty coffee smell because it's, I shudder to use the word, but moist, You got a purple one. Yay. So I'm just teasing you. Tomorrow is the sale. Monday, the 15th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 7, 8, and 9 across the country. If 6 p.m. is not working for some people, I'm hearing for some people that's a little late. I can bump it to 5, but 6 is just a good time for me. So let me know if you guys prefer 5, but typically it's at 6 o'clock on whatever the day is. The purple kit, I went out of my way. When it hits the shop, when the last 4 hit the shop, they're going to be $29.95 because I put a lot of stuff in there, and some of those things were a little pricey. But I just, for the first one where I did 30 kits and for the first official one for the subscription that everybody signed up for, I wanted to be a bit over the top. This month's kit, the ocean blue, which is what color my hands are, fabulous. And we'll throw a couple of these up there for the ladies who haven't seen them. This is what the color is going to be. Now, this was on an off-white paper with a gray background. So this is a little bit darker than what the kits are going to come out as. It's a little lighter than that. So Donna, the purple paper kit had just shy, I think it had like 97 or 98 items in it. I don't really have, all of it's kind of in a box over there buried at the moment because I haven't cleaned my room. But it had, let's see, let me untie this. I can give you an idea. Let's see. So it had plain paper, lined paper. One of these, it's 9 by 14. I think it's a wavy edge placemat in about 20-pound paper. 5 sheets of this deli paper. It's unwaxed, so it feels different. I don't have any right here to show you. I feel like I don't have any, and I don't want to, I hate unpacking them. I always manage to screw it up when I do that. Okay. Let's see, wrong side. I'm just going to try and see if I can do this. Okay. So the deli paper is, it's a dry wax. So it's thicker than your typical deli paper. And it's, did any of you ladies touch it? A coral or mint. I'm doing a mint and a peach coming up. May asked me to experiment. I've got a couple of dye recipes. So coming up, when the coffee comes out, when I finish the coffee, then I'll be starting on, I think, the mint green. It comes with 5 8-inch doilies, 5 6-inch coffee filters, or maybe there's 7. There's a 6-inch doily, and the doilies are not the same doily. There's a approximately 1-inch strip of muslin ribbon. It's about a yard. You get about a 3/4 dyed library card. I think there's, let's see, I got my list over here somewhere. I had it out for something and I may not have put it back. I know there's not 5 in there. I think there's 2 of the library cards and 3 of the coin envelopes that are dip dyed. And then on the other side, you've got your usual 5 big tags, 5 small tags, 2 of the window envelopes, a sheet of 5 of the double raffle tickets, glassine. I think there's 2 glassine envelopes. There's 2 sheets of the steno paper. There are some large paper sacks. I think these are 7.5 by. You're testing my ability to remember things. Let's see. It's a 7.5. Nope, that's the smaller one. It's a 9 3/4 by 7.5 paper bag. And I think. And there's a couple of signature. There's like 2 signature pages of composition paper, lined composition paper, and 1 slightly thicker signature page from a journal. It's shorter but wider, and the paper itself is a little thicker, and then this is composition paper. There were approximately 98-ish items. This is not in my Etsy right now. I have not gotten it in there. The color of the month paper packs are currently selling for $18.50. When it goes in my store, it's going to be $29.95. I really went over the top with this. Gloves. I know. See, you're always trying to get me to put gloves on, Sandra. Or you loves it. I don't know. You'd like a purple one? Okay, Donna. Let me get a note. Donna. Let me just set this aside so I can put it back together. I'm not so good at, I gotta carefully put that all back in there without screwing anything up. Donna P. Purple paper pack ×1 at $18.50. And I think I have your email still. You're at a new address. Okay. You can message me on Facebook. I will get links for my shop, and so here's my email address for anyone that might need it. And then let me get you. Let's see. I can do this. Okay. This is my personal Facebook. Oops. Nope. That's not wrong thing. Here's my personal Facebook. And then let me get over to Etsy and get you a shop link. The shop is a little bare right now. I have piles of paper to put in. All that black paper, the Bemis blue. I have all the leftover purple. Let's see. Let me just get my shop here, because it's never the whole thing they show you. It's just before the question mark. Okay. So here is that. You can message me on any of those things, and I will get you an invoice for that. Or you can just friends and family me the total if you want. Otherwise, when you give me your information, I will. What will I do? Oh, I invoice you. Yes. If you come out with a coral. Okay, Donna. Let me write that in the back of my book, and I'll stick that in my hat. Donna P. Yep. So coral would probably be like, we're working on July. The soonest I can probably get to a coral is sometime in August. Enjoy your dinner, Mary. That's wrong. It's $12.50. It's $12.50 for the coffee pack. I'm all trying to charge you too much. Look at that. I just tried to charge you like $6 more than I should. And with the purple pack, Donna, comes all these tea bag goodies. Some vocabulary cards, a doily, some different papers, some index cards, and some plain paper. That comes with the purple kit as well. It's part and parcel. Have a great evening, Mary, and thank you for the thumbs up, hun. So that's all for the purple. This is the color of the month for July that will be out on the 29th. The live will be here on my YouTube channel. And then tomorrow will be the caffeinated edition of the paper pack where I will show you all of the yummy goodies and what it looks like packed up. And then those will be mailed out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They will be heading out your way, or, you know, unless you make arrangements to pay later than those days, of course. But I just want, so I went, did I ever get back to my point? Oh, yes. So I'm constantly on the lookout. Look out for new things to put in the kits, different things, you know, that I think you can use or that I see crafters using regular. You know, just to mix it up. I don't want to make you the same kit every month. That's kind of boring. Hold on, I got a message that I have to answer. I'm so sorry, ladies. Okay, so yeah, so tomorrow will be the live at 6 p.m. That's 7, 8, and 9 across the country because I am on the Pacific time zone. And I hope that you enjoyed the slow-mo preview of these giant ledger papers that I got in a happy mail from Rose and just couldn't help myself. I really, really was going to hoard it all, ladies. I totally was. But once I touched it, I'm like, I have to share this with everybody. And so I am. You're only getting one page, though. I know there's more than 30 here, but there's not 60. And so I'll just keep whatever's left over beyond the 30, and I will do lovely, lovely, fun things with it. So, anyone have? And you're thankful. Well, I am hoping you'll like it. It's definitely something different. I rarely come across anything this thick to dye. That's not like a cardstock. This is so yummy. I hope you guys will enjoy it when you get it, and that you'll spend as much time petting it as I have, because I have certainly petted it a wee bit. It just makes me so happy. So does anybody have any announcements they'd like to make? Obviously, I will be live tomorrow at 6 peddling my paper. The paper pack will be between 47 and 51-ish items, and it's going to be $12.50. I'm glad you caught me too, whether you bought something or not. I love hanging out with you, Donna. We don't get to see you nearly often enough. You work so hard, lady. I believe the One Witch and One Crazy Lady show will be on this week. Witchy, is that on your channel or Bima's? And good night to you, Donna. So they're on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's also 7, 8, and 9 across the country. You all know it's a crazy, fun, good show. Yes, all things must come to an end because I must dry and iron. You think it's on Elsa's channel? Okay. Ooh, nice, Francis. That is awesome. I know you can use like the super fine crochet hooks. I have no crochet. I have no crochet skill at all. But if you get doilies, yay! That is awesome. Handmade is always a fabulous thing. I know Miss Curly's having a sale coming up. That's going to be on the 26th. I don't think we've got a time for that yet, but she's going to be hosted on Elsa's channel for her sale. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be on the 26th, which is a Friday. And, you know, we all know Curly's got a heck of a stash. So, goodbye, Cruel Crafters. You guys are funny. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. I appreciate you all stopping by and letting me tease you with my ledger paper. Until I see you tomorrow or in a box somewhere else tonight, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. The end.